Hey, it's Raul, and I hope you all had a great time welcoming the new year. Myself, I was in Toulouse, but I was traveling that whole day, and so I was tired and did not even make it to, definitely did not make it to midnight. I hope you guys lasted longer than I did. So I'm not sure if I have shared that I was going to Toulouse after Strasbourg. But before I left Strasbourg, I had a really wonderful interaction with locals. So the night before that, I'm speaking with a friend and I'm telling him how I'm dreading going to the laundromat, en français, les laveries, the next day because I'm afraid I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna look really stupid because I can't read and follow the instructions because I don't know enough French for it. But my friend, because he's full of wisdom, he's like, just think of it as an opportunity to learn something new. And he's right. I'm just not very good at listening to him. So I go to La Laverie and I get there and thankfully there's someone in there and like, Madame, comment utiliser les machines? How do I use the machines? And she's kind enough to help me out. And we get started talking with my broken French, right? I tell her, désolé, mais mon français c'est mauvais. But she's like, c'est pas grave. And just like, you can practice with me. And then the guy shows up and needing to do his own laundry. And then we all end up just talking. And in my broken French, I'm able to explain to them that the extent of my French education has been that some 30 years ago, I took two courses. And ever since, I've just been, reading what I can or listening to what I can, listening to a lot of Celine Dion, singing in French. The guy was actually like, that's remarkable that you can speak, that you know that much French just from reading or listening to Celine Dion. But they were very encouraging about, my French. And so, yeah, and they were pretty nice about talking to me about Strasbourg and the areas in Strasbourg, and they were pretty surprised to find out that I was retired, and they were like, "Mais quel âge avez-vous? How old are you?" And so, yeah, so I thought that was cool. It was one of the highlights of my stay in Strasbourg. So yeah, from Strasbourg, I made my way down to Toulouse. It turned out to be a 10-hour train ride. Obviously, I survived it, but at some point, I was just like, "Ugh, this is too long." But it was worth it. Toulouse was very pretty. The red bricks are very distinctive. It's why it's called the La Ville Rose, the pink city. So yeah, I think I like it a little bit more than I liked Strasbourg, mainly because it was warmer than Strasbourg. The older I've gotten, the more the cold gets to me, I find. So I'd rather be somewhere warm than cold. So yeah. In terms of ranking for retirement for me, I'm thinking Toulouse higher than Strasbourg. Also, Toulouse to me seems to give off this Paris-like vibe in terms of the architecture. I felt like when I was on Rue Strasbourg, actually in Toulouse, I felt like when I was on Rue Strasbourg, I was actually in Paris. So yeah. I also had what to me was a memorable interaction with a local in Toulouse. It happened on, I believe that was New Year's Day. So I'm standing at a street corner, just with a little bit of a hesitation between going straight or making a right, and I'm not realizing that there's this older lady standing next to me, and from her French, understood her. I understood her to say, "Are you looking for something?" And I give her the name of my hotel, and she's like, I'm not quite sure that it's around here. And then she goes, the hotels are on that side, and she points in the opposite direction of where I'm going, and I'm like, je pense que c'est par là parce que je me souviens ça. I think it's this way because I'm remembering that, and I point to a building, and she goes, oh, maybe I'm not, I don't know that hotel, and so I go forward, and she walks with me, and at some point I'm about to make a right turn, and she just starts talking to me, and we end up talking for like 15 minutes, standing at that street corner, during which conversation we cover that she's retired. She lives in Toulouse. Her daughter also lives in Toulouse. She lives in the area around the Basilica. That a month ago there was an apartment that was available close to where she lives. The rent was, she thought, around $800. I think China and Putin were also in the conversation at some point. And at some point, really, I was just like, this conversation cannot be like really enjoyable for her, because I'm not really able to like contribute to it too much because of how limited my French is. But she was very nice. I told her, my French is limited. It's bad. But she's like, no, but at least your pronunciation is good. And I appreciate that you're trying to learn the language. I'm like, okay, yeah. So that's pretty cool. People have the impression that the French are not nice, or that they are rude, but I find that at least in my experience, they have been pretty nice to me. Everyone I've ever approached for directions, for questions, they've been helpful. I haven't really been given any attitude by anyone. So yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah. Love to lose. I wouldn't mind going back, and maybe when I go back, I'm gonna give cassoulet, a Toulousian delicacy, I guess. Maybe when I go back, I'm gonna give that another try. But the one time I tried it, during this trip, didn't quite like it. So the Magret de Canard though was very good. So yeah. And now I've actually made my way to Madrid. I'm gonna be here for a few days. I'm here mainly for the Three Kings parade. So I'm curious to see what that's all about. So I'll let you know how that goes. And on that note, I'm gonna end it here, and I'll wish you well, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.